Have you ever wondered how people actually make money online? You've probably heard the term affiliate marketing thrown around, but how does it really work? Well, we're about to deconstruct a masterclass from an expert who's pulling in over $500,000 a year doing it. This is his blueprint for 2026. So, why is now the perfect time to be talking about this? Honestly, this chart says it all. A full two-thirds, 66% of Gen Z shoppers buy stuff they first saw from a content creator. That's not just some passing trend. It's a massive shift in how we shop. And it's the engine that makes this entire strategy go.
And the potential here is, well, it's pretty staggering. The expert we're following for this, Daryl Wilson, isn't just talking theory. The guy is in the trenches, averaging $50,000 to $60,000 a month. So yeah, when he lays out a plan, you probably want to listen up. That brings us right into our first section, which really frames the whole thing perfectly. We're calling it the influencer gold rush. Because before we get into the nitty-gritty tactics, you have to understand just how big this opportunity really is.
So what exactly is affiliate marketing? At its core, it's actually super simple. You find a product or service you like, you promote it, and when someone buys it through your special, unique link, you get a cut. That's it. You don't have to worry about inventory or shipping or customer service. You're just the trusted friend making a recommendation. And as you can see, how you get paid can look really different. You might get a simple percentage, like with Nike, or a company like Shopify could pay you a big flat fee, $150 for one sale. But the real game changer? That's recurring commissions. Like with a Leakade, you get someone to sign up once, and you get paid for it year after year. That's the holy grail.
Okay, so the idea makes sense. It sounds pretty good, right? But where do you actually go to find these programs to join? Let's dive into the practical side of things.
You know, the easiest way is often the most direct one. Just think of a product you already use and love. Go to their website, scroll all the way to the bottom, the footer, and just look for a link. It'll usually say something like affiliate program or partners. It's kind of like a little secret hidden in plain sight.
But if you want to browse thousands of options all at once, you'll want to check out an affiliate marketplace. Think of these like a giant hub that connects brands with creators like you. The big ones you should know are Impact, Awin, and PartnerStack. You just make one profile and you can apply to tons of different programs from one spot. Super convenient. All right, here's a huge pro tip. Whatever you do, don't use the default affiliate links they give you. You know the ones. They're always super long and messy. Use a tool like Pretty Links to make them clean and simple. It looks way more professional, and more importantly, it lets you track every single click. That data is absolute gold.
Now we're at a major fork in the road. What should you actually promote? Everything basically falls into one of three buckets. You've got physical products, digital products, and services. And each one has its own set of rules.
And this chart breaks down the trade-offs perfectly. Physical stuff from places like Amazon, super easy to sell, because people already trust the brand. The downside? The commissions are tiny, like often less than 5%. Then you have digital products, software, courses, that kind of thing. The commissions here are amazing. We're talking 50% or even more. But there's a risk with smaller companies that might disappear. Services are kind of that sweet spot in the middle, with a huge range of payouts, but it can be a crowded space. Okay, this next part, this is the million-dollar question. This is the one thing that separates the affiliates who make a few bucks from the ones who make a living. How do you get traffic, people, to your links who will actually buy something? According to Daryl, if you want people to actually convert, there is one undisputed champion. Long-form video. We're talking about those detailed YouTube tutorials, those deep dive product reviews, those case studies. That's where you build the kind of trust that actually leads to a sale. And the numbers totally back this up. The average conversion rate for this kind of content is right around here, 5%. Now, I know 5% might not sound like a lot, but in the world of online marketing, that is an absolutely elite number. That's best in class, for sure. So if long-form videos is the clear winner, what's the loser? Well, if you're just starting from scratch today in 2026, the advice is crystal clear. Do not start a traditional blog. And he's not subtle about it. The direct quote is, "Blogging is dead. Don't do it." And look, the reason is simple. That world is completely dominated by huge companies with massive budgets for SEO. As a solo creator, it's just not a fair fight. Your energy is much better spent somewhere else. So here it is, the whole playbook. Step 1. Your foundation, your core is long-form video.
Step 2, you take that awesome video, chop it up into little pieces, and spread it everywhere as short-form content. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Reels. Step 3, if you do want to write, try something called Parasite SEO. Basically, you publish on huge platforms like Medium or LinkedIn and borrow their ranking power.
Okay, so we've covered the tactics, we've covered the strategy, but there's a mindset, a core belief that powers this whole thing. And honestly, this is the real secret to making it all work for the long haul. You have to burn this quote into your brain. It is everything. People like to buy, but they just hate being sold to. See, your job isn't to be a salesperson, it's to be a helpful guide. If you can genuinely help someone solve a problem, they will be more than happy to buy something through your link. This is the perfect example of that idea in action. On one side, you have a direct approach. Omni send email review. That feels like an ad. But look at the other side. 3 emails we send that make us $500 a day. That offers value first. It teaches you something. And oh, by the way, OmniSend happens to be the tool they use. Which one are you more likely to click on? It's a no-brainer.
So in the end, this entire massive blueprint really just comes down to these 3 simple things. First, you have to build trust by being real. Second, you have to provide actual value by helping people. And third, you just have to show up consistently. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And that leaves us with one final, really powerful question to think about. The people who are truly going to crush it with affiliate marketing in 2026 aren't going to be asking, what can I sell? They're going to be asking, what value can I create? Because the money, that's just a byproduct of answering that question well.